We're on the shores of Loch Linnhe, near Oban in Scotland, at the Glensanda Quarry for Aggregate Industries, who are part of our forming supply chain on Lower Thames Crossing.
We don't just need suppliers within the South East, we need to use the entire breadth and experience and the wealth of what we've got in terms of supply chains across the UK. We're here in Glensanda today because it is one of Europe's largest quarries, and it can provide us with the aggregate that we need to build our project. And it just goes to show that actually the project reaches far and wide across the UK.
And so there'll be local employment for people in Scotland, and it will be supporting us expanding the road network down the southeast of England.
Glensanda is a very important industry in our area. I live in Oban, and about 50% of our staff actually live and work out of Oban and travel over to the site each day. We employ permanently on site about 220 people. We like to get involved in big projects, and I understand that the Thames Crossing is going to be one of the biggest in the country, so we'd like to be involved in that.
Lower Thames Crossing is a massive opportunity for us as an organisation. It's probably a once-in-a-generation project, so that provides a huge opportunity for us to sort of bring on apprentices, graduates, back-to-work people. By being involved in the project so early, it enables us to make that sort of capital investment decision in time for us to go and get this state-of-the-art equipment, low-carbon equipment, onto the LTC project from the start, so it's a huge opportunity for us.
At Lower Thames Crossing, we have worked really hard to challenge the status quo of how we procure, and a lot of that has really been around how do we procure for a low carbon product, how do we use supply chain in order to enable that. We're working here and we're working with Aggregate Industries here today in order to understand how we can start changing and ensure that the procurements deliver the real value for the local communities, for the environment, and also for the project.
Without major projects like Lower Thames Crossing, it's very difficult to innovate. We need our customers to work with us, and the team at Lower Thames Crossing are really open to that, and we're really excited about working on the LTC.
So it's understanding that supply chain and how it works, and that will give us real insight. And today we've been on a tour of the quarry, really to just see what goes on, how it works. The scale of it is amazing. It's just absolutely astounding.
Glensanda, it's the same as any other quarry, it's just a slightly bigger scale. As an industry, we are one of the biggest players in the field. We're the largest hard rock quarry in Europe, and we ship out about 7 million tonnes per year. And to date, since the first ship in 1986, we've shipped out just short of 200 million tonnes. We drill and blast into the rock in the top of the mountain. The blast lands the rock onto the quarry floor. From there, we pick it up with loading shovels and load it into dump trucks and take it to our primary crusher. The primary crusher takes the stone from anything up to 2 metre size blocks down to 225mm down material, so about the size of a football and smaller. From there, it goes on to a stockpile feeding into our vertical shaft into the middle of the mountain. Now, that's 270 metres deep, and at the bottom of that shaft there's a tunnel with a conveyor belt that's 1.8 kilometres long out to the foreshore. We load a large stockpile down there which holds up to 500,000 tonnes of crushed material, and from that we feed it into our secondary processing plant, into our wash plant. In the wash plant and the secondary crushing plant, we produce the materials that we actually ship out from Glensanda. Now the ships, we have our own fleet of 4 large self-discharging bulk carriers, 2 of which are the largest self-discharging bulk carriers in the world, the Yeoman Bridge and the Yeoman Bond Truck. Now they can carry up to 96,000 tonnes apiece. We generally load them to about 85,000 tonnes. The large ships have 5 holds each, so we can load 5 different grades. So it might carry concrete aggregates, it might carry building sand, it might carry infill material, all on the same ship.
But 85,000 tonnes, when you consider it's 20 tonnes of aggregate or 30 tonnes of aggregate in an Arctic or in a wagon, that is a significant amount of vehicle movements which will be taken off the London roads and the network around the LTC project, so it provides a huge opportunity.
Glensanda is an operation that gets under your skin. Although being here 35 years, every year I see new projects, new developments, new parts of the operation, and it's great to see the place expanding.
It's very difficult to invest in both new plant equipment and, more importantly, people. If we have no infrastructure projects, then it's going to be very, very difficult to retain good people, and it's going to be very difficult to attract people into our industry. So for me and for all the team here at AI, it's absolutely crucial that projects like LTC go ahead. It's our lifeblood.
Infrastructure in the UK has had a bad reputation, and I think on Lower Thames Crossing we really want to push the boundaries for how we deliver that infrastructure. As an industry, we have to change, and the only way we can change is to change with our supply chain and work with our local communities and ensure that we create the jobs, the social value, the skills and education required in order to deliver a new generation of infrastructure programmes.